$1,000 prize arena championship. But that's for another day.
Nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's going. I'm clicking on the arena.
Okay. Day 2.
Draft 2, baby. This is the money game, see?
My
God,
I
do love seeing those.
The freaking journey.
I love seeing those icons, the money icons.
So like, you have 0 wins. You get to 1 win. You get gems only. You get to 2 wins. You get a little bit of a bone thrown your way. And this is
draft.
Don't cut me off. Let me have my own thoughts, and I can verbalize them at the pace I want to.
Cutting off. I felt like I was helping you.
It depends on the
day.
Mood on the receiving end. Correct.
All right, draft. Oh, this is the big one. Oh, you really want a good draft here, you know? You want to get some good cards. You want a good draft. You want a solid deck. Put your best foot forward.
Right.
Get some of that casherino.
My gosh.
Okay, I opened that good invasion. The one that spits out flyers every turn. And again, with the preening champion, though, this is not really a choice, though. You don't.
Well, where's the invasion?
The top left.
Top left invasion of. Okay.
Tolvada.
Yeah. I hate to see the preening champion, though.
You hate to see it.
Because it's just like, oh, my God, I don't want to go down this whole freaking road again of if I made the right choice, did I make the wrong choice?
You hate to see it.
But you're just going to go for that anyway.
This is not a choice. You take the battle here. It's too strong. You take it.
And it is white or black? Because I'm still confused over this.
It's white and black. It's white and black. I didn't.
Well, did we say this is a sure choice, all this stuff, and then you're not grabbing it?
I'm giving the timer time to run down. It doesn't matter, because someone else could be picking, and I'll just sit there looking at a blank screen, you know?
So white and black is what you've already kind of committed to.
Yeah.
Why do they even put lands in this? You don't need to grab your lands here.
No. It's sort of like because they always put a land in every pack for physical packs so that people always have lands every time. You're just kind of building up your land collection. Oh. It's a thing they do. It doesn't matter at all, really, in the computer version, but in the physical version, you need to keep just always having lands.
What's this little girl on a billy goat?
Oh, that's the Kithkin Billy Rider.
I feel like I've never seen that.
I've never played it. It's not a good card.
Okay.
Daxos, Blessed by the Sun. I'm not taking him, though. I'm taking Collective Nightmare. That's a kill spell, removal spell. So it's a good one, too. Black, solid removal. Very solid. So far, first pick, second pick, looking good. Didn't even feel bad for not taking that preening champion because there's really not much great blue here. No good blue follow-up anyway. And the black follow-up's great, so good to go.
Oh, what's that?
That's the draft table. But you don't get to see anyone in there because it's a special. So you don't get to see their names, so they can't collude behind the scenes. Yeah, here, not really any super amazing cards. So I'm just taking the gray one, Skittering Surveyor, because he can go and find a land.
Gray?
Yeah, the gray guy, that 1/2 creature. It looks like a little, oh, what do you call those things? Telescope or something? I don't know. Him.
Oh, and gray can be played with any color.
Yeah, and then he has a special ability. When he enters the battlefield, he lets you go find any color land you want from your library and put it into your hand. So it's like he's a little guy, 1/2 for 3. So it's kind of not good power, but going and getting that land is pretty strong. Very strong, actually. It's a good card. Okay, so I'm thinking white-black.
Tiller of Flesh an option? I feel like that card I have a little familiarity with.
Realmbreaker's Grasp. That's a good card. Yeah, that's that disabler. You put it on a creature, it disables them. So it's basically a removal spell as well. And that's also a removal spell, but the Realmbreaker's Grasp is a little better.
No, I said Tiller of Flesh.
Oh, Tiller of Flesh. I played that once or twice. He's all right.
You don't listen, man.
I didn't really hear what you said. It's not that I didn't listen. I just didn't hear it.
So you'd be like, what'd you say?
I should have. Yeah, maybe I should have said that.
Pick
Oh.
5.
Pick 5, not really anything good here.
White, Sunblessed Guardian, creature, human.
Not really anything great here. The
Hmm.
green and black card is the best card, but I'm not green and black. I don't really want to go.
You don't want to do a splash
green.
of green?
Not really. I mean, maybe that's the right pick, but a 2-drop for 2 is always good for your curve. So
Yeah, well, I was going to say, just get a little guy of the color you are.
yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do here.
Oh, why not get the flyer?
Nobody picks those, so I can get those later.
Oh, okay.
They come back around, you know.
No one picks that little girl either.
No, nobody picks the little girl. She's not good. They call that wheeling. There's only 8 people. There's 15 cards, so most of the packs you'll get another choice out of it after everyone else has gone through it. So
oh my gosh,
call
I
that
really
wheeling.
feel a muscle right here.
In your arm?
Yeah.
Because you've been working out?
Maybe the rowing.
Yeah, it could be the working out.
Gosh, I don't want to get too buff.
You're worried?
No. That was a long road till that would happen.
So now I'm thinking maybe green is a little bit open.
No,
The pest is
it's
good.
Not. It's not. You
don't
already
like the
decided
pest.
not to go with the green splash.
And you're right. I did go with the white. Now here, pretty much all these cards are just bad. The red-green card is pretty good. The 3/3.
Considering you're not red or green, for you, that has no relevance.
No relevance whatsoever. So here, this is kind of a burner pick. I mean,
pick the black.
yeah.
Right?
I mean, I probably should, but maybe I'm thinking I end up going blue.
Well, backup color, good cards for your sideboard, I guess.
Yeah. Backup color is exactly it. It's like, if I end up going blue, then I'd rather have that card. The black card, I don't like that black card, so I would probably play it anyway.
How many cards end up in your sideboard? Like, because that means like some percentage of these picks are
You're
kind
not
of
going to play 'em.
throwaway.
Yeah. Oh, this is a good sign. I got another Realm Breaker's Grasp here, pick 8. So that's late for that kind of 2-mana removal spell. Basically, is strong. So
you're not fighting anyone else for white, is what you're saying.
It seems like white is relatively open. Yeah. Oh yeah, more.
I knew
more good
you were
white
gonna
cards.
say open.
Nice.
Because that's like the terms we use.
Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good about white right now, basically. A couple really good white cards came back. I mean, even Daxos is nice to see. I like Daxos. That's the guy that gives me a life every time a creature comes in, you know? Ichor Shades. Been seeing a lot of Ichor Shades. They're okay, but, take them or leave them pretty much, those black creatures. So, yeah, so far feeling pretty confident with white being relatively open. I don't know for sure if I'm black. Like, black wasn't very open here, but I'm at least going to splash black, because that invasion, I'm playing it. So, but I could be blue still, like blue-white, splashing black.
Okay.
So, we're solid in white. We don't know what else we're going to be going close into pack 2 here.
Yeah, which is great, because then you can see, like, best card. What you're,
Yep. Yeah, and I don't have to be black or blue. I could be green or red. Red white kind of sucks, but anything that I open could pull me into something. Ah, and this is a very good blue card. Ooh, good white card too. Ooh, that's a tough one. But I already have a lot of removal, so probably the blue card. Yeah, Zephyr Singer is a good card. It's a 3/4 flyer for 4, which is great. And then it also gives any other creatures on my battlefield I want flying as well, and they can help cast him. So can be very powerful. Just kind of take everything to the skies. Besides that, the Seal from Existence is kind of the other choice in white, which is another removal spell, basically. Again, a strong removal spell. But
you said you already have those.
I do already have 1, 2, 3 removal spells if I play black. So the Zephyr strong. I think this is a good pick. You could also pick the white card and just stay white and take the white removal spell. You could do either one. Okay, very strong white card now. The Progenitor Exarch. This guy. He lets you spend a lot of mana to get a bunch of incubates.
Those are nice to have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's really the only decent card in this pack, actually. Everything else is kind of shitty in this pack. Like, there's a couple more playables. The blue card's pretty good, but
that
not
sucks
for this
for
kind
pick
of deck.
2, though.
Another... No, he's gold. He's good. And I got another one.
No, I'm saying that there was no good cards, really.
Oh, for the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. For the wheel, I won't get anything on the wheel. Yeah, again, this is a great white card, so staying white. Yeah, wheel. When you wheel a card, it means it went all the way around the wheel and came back to you. That's to call it wheeling. Like, yes, I wheeled it. Like, I was hoping that card would wheel.
But no one else picked it?
Yeah, no one else picked it, and then you got it back, and you could take it. Oh, see, now some black cards coming around here. But there's a good blue card, too, with the Cryptomancer. So probably I just take the blue card, because if you got, I mean, 2 good blacks and a good blue, but they're not, like, necessarily better than each other. I think you take the blue because I've got that Zephyr, so I'd rather play him.
Yeah. You never seem too hot on black. Because you were kind of trying to get out of it almost right away.
Well, I didn't. There was no good black all the way toward the end of pack 1, so I kind of, and I saw some blue, so I kind of figured, you know. Here, yeah, the blue's a good pick here. I think the blue's a good pick here. It's a good card. Cryptomancer. Cheap creature. Instant.
Confirm it. Confirm it. There you go.
Oh, blue-white land. That's always nice. White spells okay. Blue battles okay. Tap target creature and stun it. That's the chains thing. Not really that good. So yeah.
What's that middle blue card, top row?
The red and blue?
No.
Oh,
the blue.
The analyst?
Yes.
1/4?
Yes.
It's a good blocker, big butt. If you got a powerful deck,
yeah.
then you want to like stall. That's a good card, but that's not really what I'm going for here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that legendary creature?
Yeah, Inga Rune Eyes. That's the one that if she dies with 2 other creatures, then she gets to draw 3 cards. It's it's worth playing. Like it's worth playing. There's also a counter spell which can be very good too. Nothing's standing out
getting
here.
Exciting.
Yeah,
for
nothing's
you.
exciting here.
No.
Just some playables. You call these playables. Like they're solid playables. You gotta have them in your deck. Okay, sure. Kind of a sign here that white black may be open. You know, maybe I should have been white black, but that's not a convincing. A lot of Ichor Shades, man. Every single pack has one of these damn Ichor Shades. This would be a powerful card if it didn't cost 10 to cast. You never even get 10. You're never gonna cast that, so take that. Another Ichor Shade. And there was I mean, maybe just white-black was the way to go here. Maybe my Zephyr pick was a little bit too lean in, and white-black is the place to be. Another white card. Another decent white card here. Blue card's okay. Either way with these two. Again.
Alabaster Host what?
Alabaster Host Intercessor.
Didn't catch that last word.
All right, what now? Okay. Yeah, strong white card, Invasion of Dominaria. Blue card, Wicked Slumber. Not really what I'm doing here. That's more if you just play a bunch of creatures early and want to kill them fast. But it's not really my deck. Even though white-blue usually likes to do that, that's not really what my white-blue deck's doing. Although that kind of pushes me toward it as well. The Invasion of Xerxes. Also good for aggressive decks.
A lot of green left still.
Yeah, but they're not good cards.
No.
I mean, the Chopping Kabu's pretty good, I suppose. Invasion of Belenon.
Moment
Wield.
of truth.
It's a cool name for a card. Moment of Truth.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could take that two ways. Like, the moment of truth. Like, this is the moment of truth, you know? Or, like, a brief moment of truth in a sea of untruthful moments.
You're right.
Yeah, still not a good card to open. Just not a very good card. My opens have not been great here, other than my very first one. Transcendent Message is pretty good, but it's
Convoke?
really...
What does that even mean?
Convoke means you can tap creatures to help cast it. They count for lands. Dispersal's good. Yeah, just kind of take Dispersal here. This is a kind of a disappointing pack 3 open.
So you have this is the last pack to kind of just get your final shit together.
Yeah, that's right.
And are you going to decide now if you're going to go black or blue, or have you already decided it in your head?
Gosh, I think I've already decided blue. Maybe
Okay.
maybe that was a mistake, honestly.
If I would have already decided, I would get those black cards out of your hand so you can start to refine that deck.
Yeah. The Zephyr Singer is just hard to walk away from. But so I'm just trying to get my curve down here. Take a 2-drop. That is a good black card, but
I mean, unless you're going to do white, blue with a splash of black, you need to get the other stuff out of your hands. I don't understand.
I'll get it out.
Because your curve looks nice right now, but you're not going to play that deck.
There's only 2 cards to take out. Nothing good here. Maybe I just should have had, like, yeah, maybe I should have gone white-black. Just had a million Ichor Shades. Pretty good together.
How do you feel about the strategy or strength of what you put together?
Mediocre. 6 out of 10.
It's not super positive.
I think if I would have committed black from the beginning, just thinking back at the cards that I opened, I would have got maybe a 7 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, that's not that.
No, it's not a huge difference.
Plus, maybe something comes through. I mean, you're not through pack 3 yet.
True. At this pick, you're gonna get, you can get okay cards. You're not gonna get anything game changing at this, it's pick 6.
I mean, I would disagree because everyone else has their colors down. They're not going to pick a great card.
In my colors?
Right.
That's true.
If it's not their color, unless they're putting it in their sideboard and being a bitch.
They could do that too, though. I wouldn't put it past people. Yeah. That card sucks. So we've got a lot of removal. We have some pretty strong cards. Nothing bomby, but, a good amount of bees.
This is just a classic standard stick, there's no crazy strategy. There's no crazy dinosaur situation.
That's right.
It just kind of slow and steady.
That's right. That's right. Another Sculpted Perfection. Yeah, I mean, maybe black-white would have been even better than a 7 or 7.5. Maybe.
When you said Sculpted Perfection, it just made me feel my muscle again.
Great. That's great.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think if you put me in this draft again, knowing the future,
I know you would have went white black.
white black would have been the place to be. It
You
still
caught
is
me
not.
in a much less patient mood today for some reason.
Well, then that's good. I feel like our viewers should experience all of the you that I get to experience, not just
Nicey.
yeah.
Mm.
Maybe I can win the $2,000. Make you feel
Soften me up a little.
better. Yeah. Yeah, by no means would going black have somehow made this deck amazing or anything. It would have been solid.
Mm-hmm.
This is also solid, you know. So I cut the rest of the black cards. I am playing that one black card. It's non-negotiable. Has to happen. It's very good. It's too good. And I have good ways to flip it. Because I have like a lot of early creatures. I have a lot of removal for his side. I have a lot of things that bounce his things back to his hand. So like all that kind of stuff helps me get my creatures to attack if I have that invasion.
Buys time.
Right. Swingy, momentum-y type stuff. Yeah, this deck's
Do
fine.
you have any backup strategies based on if you need to come back to your sideboard? Or is this kind of, this is what it is?
Yeah, this is a pretty much is what it is situation here. There's nothing to sideboard into.
Is this 3 wins a thing too?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
same format. So just cut down on 4 more cards, figure out where I want to be, and that'll be that. When Inga Rune Eyes enters the battlefield, scry 3. I cut her.
I was just going to say, when you got her, you're like, eh. So that was a good one to cut.
She's not aggressive. She's not an aggressive card.
Oh, I know you love to play aggressive.
Depends on the deck. This deck needs to be a little more aggressive. So I know that. I'm no fool. I know what kind of deck I'm playing. Last draft?
Yeah, but you said this deck is good at buying time. That doesn't really sound aggressive
No,
to me.
not buying time. Well, you said buying time. I let it slide. It's tempo is not about buying time. Tempo is about delaying the opponent so that you get ahead of them. So cards that like throw their creature back into their hand, it's like you're undoing what they just did. If you can get some early stuff on the board and then undo the things they did later, now you're way ahead of them, and then you can capitalize on that advantage. So it's not really buying time. It's like
I understand now that you explained. Yep.
Okay.
But you could see what I was saying.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I consider buying time more like what I was doing last time, which is just if nothing's happening, I feel great because eventually I'm going to cast some huge thing.
Yeah.
That will totally F their life up.
What you doing here?
Trying to cut 2 more cards. Trying to figure out what should go away.
What about one of your 1/2s?
No, those are some of the more powerful cards because they're 1/2s, but you see how they have X?
Oh, incubate 3 times.
Yeah, so like the more mana, they're great. If you have 1 mana, they're okay. You don't really want to cast those guys as a 1/2 by itself, but you can for 1 mana and pay 0 for X. But then if you pay 3 for him, then you get a 1/2 and a 3/3. If you pay 5 for him, you get a 1/2 and 2 3/3s. If you pay 7, you get a 1/2 and 3 3/3s. So like the later in the game, the more of an army he brings. So it's a very flexible, good card. Having 2 of them, yeah, it's a good card. One more card to cut. I have a feeling it's going to be the Zalfarin Shapecraft. That's the one to go. This deck can get wins, for sure.
Time will tell.
Oh, Sunblessed Guardian. Yeah, I guess I could cut that. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, I have 7 creatures I can play between turn 1 and 2. That's a lot. So I could get rid of one of them. I still don't like the Zalfarin's Shapecraft, really. I don't think it really makes any sense here. Well, I guess it's good with the Cryptomancers, now I think about it. So I move those guys into turn 3, because I'm like, I really want to kind of play them at turn 3, not really at turn 1. That's a more... This curve is very... It's a very quick curve, with a lot of tempo-style removal. Like, part of the nice thing about those 2-mana removals is it doesn't take your whole... Turn 4, turn 5, you could do that and another thing. A 2 and a 2, or a 2 and a 3.
Why could you change the turn that that card was in?
I just moved it. Like, this is just a way for you to organize your thoughts.
Oh,
so you can move them anywhere you want.
like, I thought only ones can go in the one section, and
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Like, I thought this was like almost like part of the computer generated organization. Like,
it helps you. Like, it automatically does put them in their slot.
Got it.
For you, but you can move things around and
got it. Okay.
keep yourself organized. And you can see it puts the lands on the side there, and you know. Still haven't cut at that last card yet.
I'm waiting for it.
What do you think it's going to be?
Why do you have 3 of the Realm Breaker's Grasp?
Removal. Cheap removal. I could cut one of those. I mean, I have a Stasis Field, too, which kind of does the same thing. That's 4 removal. I could cut one. Oh, I did. You eyeballed it. You looked and you saw. It's weird, actually, how your gut instinct is often so correct in this game.
Mine?
Yeah. It's honestly
How many hours of this have you made me watch? It's not gut instinct. I learned the game.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Get to those money. Get to the money. Get to the money. Just Steve.
That's a wild name.
Okay, this is not
That's
the
fine.
most amazing, but it's fine. Got my Zephyr Singer. Okay, that was a good draw. Curve out a little bit here. Tempo out. Stasis Field is not going to be useful here, but that's fine. Attack with the 1/2.
Are you really?
Why not? He ain't doing nothing standing there.
It's true. I've just never seen you, like... Well, I guess...
He's got no one to block me over there.
Yeah. There was no risk to take. You weren't afraid of what he might have had in his hand.
So this... I should have... See, he did have something in his hand, and he is going to kill my guy now. I actually thought he might have that, but I was like, I don't really care. Okay, what are we doing here? We're going to play the Zephyr Singer? You gonna play the Invasion of Xerex? No, probably the Zephyr Singer's good, and then I can do Invasion of Xerex next turn. Be really good if I had another blue, because then I could also bounce his other creature when he attacked, but with my Dispersal. But
Well, yeah, you can't play that card. You only have one blue land.
So here I'm attacking. Okay, so I get to kill that guy. That's nice. No, because I can use my creatures to help cast him. And if they help cast him, he gets to fly. So now I get 2 flyers. 2 Vigilant Flyers. Now he's got some big stuff coming in. I'm just going to take it in the face. But I'm alright because I have multiple. I can get rid of his 5/5. Oh, that's good too.
Oh, you had a battle card you put down?
Yep. That battle card spawned that knight. So that battle gives you a knight, and then you can also attack it. So okay, so I'm gonna draw a card and gain 4 life here. Yeah, this is very good. This is good. Get 4 life back. Draw a card, multiple battles, multiple flyers on the board.
Multiple things to waste your time.
Yep, flipping.
With.
That's right.
Awesome.
I'm gonna flip that. I'm gonna get a 4/4 flyer. So now I've got a big flying army. He's on a 2-turn clock at this point. Well, I guess 3-turn, but close enough. Okay, so now I can kill his 5/5.
He's like, not if I can get you first.
Yeah, but I got stuff. I got a spell to kill his 5/5. Oh, and I got that invasion. Nice. That's great. This, a strong card. I probably just take 4 here. Like, oh no, trade the 2/2 for the 4/2. Okay, sure. I don't know if I like that.
You can trade a ground for a flyer?
Flyers can block stuff on the ground,
Oh,
but
okay.
stuff on the ground can't block flying stuff.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. What do you do here? You time walk him? It's not bad. It's also not bad just to play the invasion, too. I mean, maybe just the invasion was better, honestly. Yeah.
Well, I need my hair to protect my ears so my head's not getting squeezed.
Still got the flying army. Made this guy time walk. Now I have the Realm Breaker's Grasp. Yeah, this is all fine. So I have 2 removal spells in my hand. I have a very powerful battle if I want to use it. Looks like I'm just going to use my removal spell on his big creature, though, and just attack him in the face. Because he'll just be so far behind now that...
Yeah.
So now he's dead next turn, and I mean, there's not really anything he can do. His creature's disabled. Yeah.
He'll tell you if there's something he can do.
That was not it. It's a good card, but he was way too far behind. So my flying army got him.
Yeah.
Game 1, nice, quick, and easy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he'll tell you if he concedes.
Mm-hmm.
Then he's like, I'll try something. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it say new?
I don't know why it does that. I don't know.
No adjustments to make.
I don't think so. Like, things are looking pretty good for me here.
Well, especially against this guy, just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully take him out quick again.
Yep.
I like how you don't rush yourself.
Do you? I never would have guessed. Hey, this is for money. You might as well. You have the time.
Hey, this is for money. Chris, when it's not for money, you don't rush yourself.
true, yes.
No, but I mean, there is just genuinely nothing to do. So just hit done.
I think you're right. But maybe you're not, though. Are you sitting on the edge of your seat with anticipation?
Mm-hmm.
What's he gonna do? Will he or won't he? Hey! Here we go. Also, you want to waste
I've
some...
seen that lion before, but just Steve is just a angrier version.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Ooh, one land. Cannot keep the
Yeesh.
one land. One land again.
Oh, that's why I don't like mulligan. It never helps you.
One land again.
You can't keep mulliganing. How can you mulligan how many times?
You can't keep one land.
How
You
many
just
times
die.
can you mulligan?
I had to mulligan 3 times.
And does that mean you give away 3 cards?
Yes. That has never happened to me before in this game. Having to take that many
So
mulligans.
you couldn't start with 1 land. But you're willing to start with 2 lands and only 2 other cards.
Well, I can actually cast cards at least. I mean, once you mulligan once and then you get a 1-lander again, Listen,
I hope that doesn't hurt you
I
in
mean,
this game.
I'm pretty sure that that's gonna hurt anybody pretty bad. And so I've only have 2 lands still.
He's pissed.
Oh yeah.
And ecstatic, probably, seeing the amount of cards in your hand.
Probably. I would be if I was on the other side of this. That was a brutal series of mulligans there. That was...
Yeah, no, I've never seen it in these videos. However many times.
Oof. 3rd land. Oh, well, that's friggin' ball game. Unless I draw a removal spell immediately. I mean, yeah, I needed to have a removal spell like immediately. Draw 2. Yeah. Real bad for me.
That's fine. If you lose this game, it's kind of just is what it is, and you can just try him again.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the only reason he would win is because you had such a bad first hand.
Oh, the triple mulligan is a seal of death. I think your win percentage goes down to, probably under 1 at that point if you triple mulligan and they don't mulligan. 1%, I mean.
Yeah, that's why it was confusing why you just still continued to do it.
1 land. I mean, 1 land is just you have such a high chance of automatically losing.
Yeah, I guess. Because then you draw a card, but who knows what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could 3-4 turns not draw land easy. And then you're just doing nothing till turn 4 or 5, you're dead.
Mm.
But this is getting out of hand. He's got a million cards in his hand. He's got a very strong creature out. He's got a huge army, and I'm diddling around trying to build. Actually, for considering my mulligan, I've been holding him off pretty well. But
yeah, I mean the score's not too bad.
No, and I still have a chance here. If I can draw removal, nope, no removal. If I could draw removal for that 6/6 before he uses its special power, then I would actually have felt
fine.
pretty good about my chances. And I have quite a few removal cards in my deck, too. I mean, there's another 3 of them, I think, at least, that I could draw. But I think this is the turn he has enough lands to,
Kill you?
do the, yeah. Basically, he does a thing with this guy where he uses a special power,
Wow.
and then he gets to put 2 creatures right onto the battlefield of anything.
Is that a snake's mouth?
Yeah, that or a vagina.
I've never seen a vagina that has teeth like that.
No, me either. Oof. My oh my. So then he just put a couple creatures on the board for free, and now he's going to do some really, really brutal stuff to me next turn. I honestly should just concede here, but...
It's money games. Might as well just go for it.
Yeah. I've never actually seen how this plays out either, so...
Miracles can happen.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you don't say the word. Chris, stop. I don't want you to annoy me.
Grand Evolution. Put 7 +1/+1 counters on your guys. The next turn, he just gets to have all his guys fight all my guys, which means all my guys are going to die. Very strong. Very strong. The old triple mulligan. The old magic. Now I draw the removal spell. Cool.
Wait, why didn't he attack you in that last turn?
He's being overly cautious.
That's actually ridiculous.
Well, because he knows next turn he's just going to kill all my stuff, so why push it? Who knows? Maybe I have something.
Kittens?
Yeah, there's been some pretty powerful kittens in this game.
No, on that card there was 2 kittens.
Well, those are some of them. That's a strong card. It's funny. It's just we talked about this at the beginning. I don't look at the pictures. I don't see them.
Mm-hmm. This game is a story.
Yeah. They have a lot of stuff. They tell stories.
No attacks. Let's everyone continue to play it safe.
Well, I can't. I mean, what do you want me to do? I'm just trying to somehow. I don't know. I think at this point, yeah, I needed to have a removal
You're
spell.
buying time a little bit. Just.
Yeah. Well, there is reasons to do this. For instance, information. I have to play a 3rd game against this guy. So the more spells he casts, the more things I know what he has in his deck. So the more I can kind of know what to expect.
That's true.
So that's one reason. And the second reason is you are actually on a timer. Each player has 25 minutes, and you can win by timing the other player out. So if for some reason he's taking a long time or whatever, you know. So I'm saying it's a reason not to concede and not to like push and make him kill me faster. It's like, hey, take as long as you need to kill me, buddy, because you get time out.
Thank God I've never had to sit through a 50-minute single battle.
Yes. Yes, we should both be thankful that we haven't had to live with you through that. So now he's doing the thing where I said he can make all his creatures fight my creatures.
Kill them?
Yeah. Fight means they deal damage to each other, but he chooses which ones fight which ones. So obviously he's going to choose in a way that works well for him.
See him? See him? See him?
Oh, nope, didn't. Sorry, didn't catch it quite fast enough.
Gosh. Holy crap. Oh my goodness.
Yep, he got me. So that was my mulligan, my triple mulligan there.
Yeah. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because he lost for real. You didn't.
Yeah. And after I saw that creature, I did bring in an extra removal spell now. I'm like, oh no, that's not happening again. We're going to have plenty of these to disable that guy. I feel fine other than that guy. That's his one power card. You know, if I can just take care of it, I got four cards. I can take care of that card.
Bring it on, Steve.
5 cards actually. So let's go, Steve. Let's see if Magic can help you win again. Classic.
Just stay with
Classic
it for the love of God.
5 lands.
Just stay with it.
Not what you want to see, but yeah, you know. Not what you want to see. So this
Keep it.
You keep it, and then you say you got to draw some spells, right?
You got to keep it.
You keep it, and you say you got to draw some spells. All right, here we go. That was a land.
Well, how do you say that one?
Wary Thespian.
I thought it said thespian, like a theater goer.
Yeah. Oh, that is an expensive card. Okay.
What's with the summoning weirdness on your card?
Hexproof. He can't cast spells on it.
Got it.
It's protected. That is another land. Converter Beast. That's another land. That's bad. That's not good.
If Steve beats you out, I'm going to be pretty surprised. Because I thought we were going the distance.
I thought we were.
You got me all excited for these damn money games. You're going to let Steve beat you?
Let him. Let's see if I can draw a spell.
Oh,
Come on, give me a
no.
spell. Okay, that's a spell. It's, you know, fine. The other problem here, though, too, for my deck coming out like this is that it's not a deck that sits around and wins. It's a deck that gets momentum, tempo, and then rolls over.
Yeah.
You know, like
so last 2 games you haven't been able to do that.
Right. There's just not much that even if I draw here that's gonna really help me, considering his deck is a deck that like draws cards, draws more cards, draws more cards, draws more cards, and like he is going to strangle me out like that. I need to be having flyers, my army of flyers, and killing him right now. Because he's going to take forever to kill me. You know, even currently I could do some things, but... Seven, 8, 9 lands.
I had high hopes. I really did.
I did too. This deck was actually pretty good. The first game went really well.
Yeah, that's why it was like almost false hope.
Yeah.
Remember what I was saying about like, oh, I actually feel bad about knocking people out on day 2.
Yeah.
I don't. I want him out.
Another... Really? Oh, well. That's, you know. Kenji, one of the most popular Magic streamers.
The bald guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he says when stuff like this happens,
Mm-hmm.
he just goes, "That's magic, baby." Because it is true. That is magic. You're gonna have some amount of
yeah,
games.
because you didn't do anything wrong. We had a strong deck, and this is just someone less talented than us, just Steve, getting one up on us.
Well, let's not disparage Steve.
Okay.
Steve has a good deck. Steve has a good deck. And I drew a spell, but it is not a powerful spell at all. So that is pretty much going to do it. Yeah.
I'm sorry about everything I said, Steve. I'm a sore loser and a sore winner.
That is true.
Pretty much just bad sport.
Yeah, I would never not say you were a sore loser.
You would never not say. I gotta do the...
I said it weird on purpose just to be stupid. Just to be silly.
So
All
you're
right.
saying I am a sore loser.
One final draw step. What do we get?
No money.
The land! Of course it's the land. He's got to get that last land.
Oh, you conceded. Defeat.
So, game 1 went great. Game 2 had to mulligan
Dang.
3 times because I only had 1 land in my hand.
I saw. I've been here.
Game 3,
You didn't even win any gems?
no. Game 3, I won 5,000
Oh, you won
gems.
5,000 gems.
Game 3, kept the 5-lander.
Mm.
Proceeded to draw 6 more lands in like 8 draw steps.
That's magic, baby.
That's magic, baby.